I mean, is there other matchups? Maybe like someone you face in amateurs, like a Joe Joyce. I mean, Tyson Fury's talking about he wants to
Yeah,
come back. He might
yeah, they
might
were talking about Joshua, and then they say Cabell. Cabell is like a really good matchup for you because that's a good opportunity. And they're still talking about Joyce. They're still talking about Joyce. I know he wants to fight. I wants to fight because, as I told him 10 years ago, you would he can't beat me. It's just like he cannot beat me. Joyce cannot beat me. That's something factual. And yeah, Tyson Fury, I think is looking for someone to come back in the ring. Yeah, I'm just as I'm telling you before, like I'm ready for anybody.
Mhm.
Anybody from the top like 15 who wants to fight, let's go. Let's fight. Sign the contract. I just want to give the people interesting fights.
Mhm. Who do you think would essentially benefit from you? I guess maybe a fighter that's up and coming that because I know that you want the big names, but if there's some up and coming heavyweights, because I know like Fabio Wardley is about to fight Joseph Parker, right? And like that's kind of a situation where like a guy's coming up in ranking. So is there
I don't
anyone
even
that you
understand. I don't
I'm sorry.
even understand this fight. Like,
I
like Joseph Parker is someone is good, okay? He came back from three big losses, and then he came back, he beat some tough guys, and he's in
yeah.
a good position now.
Yep.
And
Zane, Bacoli,
yeah,
Wilder. I
and
mean,
he's the type of guy when you ask him to fight someone, he never say no. He was supposed to fight Dubois, didn't fight him, but it was there. He's just looking for a title shot. But like Wardley, let's talk about Wardley. Who did he beat?
I mean he went to war with Fraser Clark, right? Was that and the
Come
Ju
on, like Fraser
Justice
Clark is
Hootie?
Clark is a really good guy. He's a good boxer. He's a good boxer. But like beating Fraser Clark gives you an opportunity to fight like a semifinal in the top.
Yeah,
Do you
I
really
know
think that?
it's a big jump like from the
Wow.
Michael Polite
And look at the
coffee
first
and
fight. Look at the first fight.
yeah.
Look what Clark did to him in the first fight.
Yeah.
I think Clark lost the fight just because he was tired. But if you look at like the five first one, I was like, nah, Wardley cannot beat him.
Plus he went to I think war with that Justice Huni guy
Yeah.
and it's a huge jump from Adelaide to Joseph Parker. I agree because you faced him in like the youth, right?
Ooh.
Joseph Parker, you, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
and how was that? Like I guess what was that?
I beat him.
I mean,
I beat him.
it was a segue. I mean, how was it? Like what was the
Yeah, I
could you
beat him. Yeah, it's nice, dude. Like I love, Joseph Parker is like one of the boxers that I love in this game because he's someone he never says no. It's funny. He's making like the video is making in Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, I love his
And
videos.
he's working hard. He's working hard. He's a hard worker. But yeah, I beat him. I beat him, and I know that me and him gonna face again in the ring as a pro.
Hmm
But I don't deserve to be in this position. I'm just like, okay, I know he's up right now in the ranking. If I fight him, that's good. But like, no, Wardley, I don't think there's gonna be a tough fight.
How bad do you think the Wardley fight would be? And I mean, like in a
Because
sense, Parker, like how bad of a quote beating do you think? Because it seems like you have Parker just destroying this young.
yeah, that's normally he should just like whoop him like few rounds, maybe five, just destroyed him. Everything is more technique. He's more now Parker like gained some weight, so
Mhm.
he hits harder than him. He got more experience. I mean, he got everything more than Wardley. Wardley is a warrior, and you cannot say that he's not a fighter. He's a warrior. He got a warrior spirit, and I respect that. But he's not at this level for the moment.
Why do you think they made this fight? Because I guess I agree with you because they're making it like here in the States like a pay-per-view event. And it's kind of not saying it's not, a great opportunity for a young fighter, but it kind of seems like a fight where it doesn't really seem like it makes sense when it was announced because people were seeing Parker and Usyk maybe potentially be, but now like is there some
Even Parker Caballero, that's something that people will be like, okay, that's good. That's really good. Parker Caballero, that's a really good fight. But like Parker against like Wardley, I don't understand. Maybe it's the UK. You know how UK are really good at making matchmaking and building new stars. They
Mhm.
have a lot of good heavyweights, but no, come on, Fabio Wardley is not there yet.
Do you think, I guess, kind of speaking earlier, like if you can't get the Cabrio or you can't get some of the fights that people are in certain position, would you ironically take the Fabio Wardley fight? Granted
Yeah,
that, and do you
I
think he
mean,
would? Go ahead.
I'm not sure if you would take it, but of course I would take it. Yeah, I would take it. Like there is a lot of guys over there that I don't think they deserve to be that high. So I'm
Mhm.
just yeah, you I need to fight them.
Who do you think would? I mean, like, would it be like an Arslan Beck would fight you, or would I know Luis Ortiz recently just randomly fought somewhere.
Who? Ortiz?
Yeah, Luis Ortiz.
Like
Or
who
how
was
about
the Cuban?
yeah, he's still fighting it.
Oh man.
But what about this Moses Itauma guy? That seems that arguably everyone is comparing him to like a young Mike Tyson. They're saying that he's the next one to hold the crown. I know he needs a couple fighters to really test him because I know that the his previous fight it wasn't really much to gauge from the Dillian White. So in my opinion, I mean, that's an opportunity for you to definitely jump up and shock a lot of boxing experts because they
De-
have him as the guy to pretty much stomp through the heavyweight division. So is Moses on your radar, and do you praise him as a top guy in the division without really having those type of accolades?
Definitely not.
Hmm.
I want to jump in the top 10. I want to fight someone high. I don't think he's higher than me. Like who did he fight? He fought Dylan White, who hasn't had a decent fight from like 7 years. Like, come on. Who did Dylan White fight those last 5 years?
But you don't think the notoriety because of the hype, right?
No,
Like
of course, yeah, he got a
that
good hype. And
it
he's
would
young.
raise.
He's young. He got a good hype. I think he's gonna be in the top 10 really soon. Like really, really soon. Because
I
he's good.
think
He's really good.
I think he's actually ranked number one in the WBA and the WBO. As insane as that sounds, based off, like you said,
Yeah.
the opposition he's faced, he's highly ranked. So I know that I think they might slow down a little bit because I know that they've been mentioning other opponents that kind of is developmental fights, but you know, they may look at you, a guy with three losses,
Maybe.
maybe,
Yeah.
and if they came to the table and said, "Hey." Tony, Moses. I mean, you think they should? You think they, I
I
mean,
think they shouldn't. Because the guy is still young and sometimes you when you want to rush, you make some mistakes, you know.
mhm.
I made my mistakes. I got the experience, I think I got the experience now to know where I should go. And look at what they did with Jared Anderson.
Yeah, he.
They've been like, okay, he's really good. He's really good. I sparred him a couple of times. He's good. He's a good fighter. But they was putting in his mind that he's the best. Oh, he's the next world champion. He's the best. He's the best. He's the best. They put him in front of Bakoli. Bro.
It was Bacoli after you too, which it pretty
Yeah,
much.
man.
I think everyone was
Bro.
like, "Oh
Yeah,
shit."
yeah. No, that's it just destroyed him. And you can tell that on his next fight is not the same guy anymore. You know?
Mhm,
So I hope he's gonna rebuild himself to come back, and do something really good. But when you want to rush, sometimes it's not really good.
mhm.
I think they should give Moises Thomas some guys that had a decent career, but they are um on the end. Some good names, but they are on the end. I think he's gonna beat like a lot of guys. He's really gonna beat a lot of guys, but I think they should not rush him into like some big wars because he's not ready yet.
Maybe you can test that. Maybe this can hit the radar and say, hey, you haven't fought a
But
gold medalist. You ain't fought
yeah,
someone who's been at a pedigree like this. I beat you. I snatched the number one spot in the WB and WBO. Now we cooking. Now you next in line to get some big money, some big fights. I mean, you think
that would be the same thing as Caballero. So yeah,
yeah.
they
And
signed the contract.
lastly, rounding about all of this, I know that. Usyk right now is considered like the top dog, but outside of yourself as a fighter, if you were given an opportunity, you have confidence in yourself to go and take that challenge. But outside of yourself, I mean, do you see anybody dethroning him, or does it have to be a position where he has to retire and then the heavyweight division has to reset and kind of start over? Because everyone has looked at him as arguably the pound for pound guy, and now it's mixed with Terrence beating Canelo, which kind of, how, what have you done for me lately? Now he's switched, right? But Crawford is now the pound for pound guy until maybe Usyk does something. So do you see anybody being able to change that heavyweight division like Fury did with Klitschko, or does it have to be Usyk stepping away and letting all the belts go for free for all and then just kind of go from there,
I don't see anybody beating Usyk right now.
including
Like
yourself?
people, no, excuse
Yeah,
myself.
I just wanted just to
Like he's just too good. It is. He's not just good because he's a good heavyweight and blah. No, you need to look at the pedigree. He was world champion in amateur, Olympic champion. He went on the pro. And the problem with Usyk is not just fighting for him. He's fighting for Ukraine. He's fighting for his people, and he feels like he has a responsibility to show the world that there is still a war in Ukraine and all of this stuff. So you're not fighting just him; you're fighting a whole country, you know.
yeah.
And Usyk said he doesn't have motivation. He has how did he say that? I don't have motivation. I have discipline.
Hmm.
It's just too good. It's just too good, bro. He beat Joshua twice, Duba twice, Fury twice. From my perspective, I thought Fury was about to beat him at the first fight,
I agree.
but he just proved me wrong at the second one, you know. And I don't see anybody beating him. Of course, when you're talking about pound for pound, you have to talk about Crawford because he just whooped Canelo and everybody was shocked. But heavyweight is a different class, okay?
Yeah.
Usyk is the best boxer right now in the world,
Yeah.
and nobody can touch him.
Do you think that at a point we just kind of have to let Usyk just get out of the heavyweight division so that the division can go? Because it's, like you feel like there's
Maybe
probably,
yes, maybe he's gonna, maybe he would get bored. Maybe I don't know. You know, you just.
yeah.
But for me now, if he stays, he's gonna beat everybody. Who's gonna beat him? Who you think it can beat Usyk now?
I mean, I have him favoring everybody, right? But they really want to push that Moses kid. So, I mean,
Moses against Usyk?
that's what
Nah,
they really want to push. They
that's
really
the
want to
best
push
way.
it.
That's the best way to destroy the guy. That's that.
That's
Like, you would just destroy him.
would it do some
Usyk, Usyk went to war in the amateurs. He beat Beterbiev to be Olympic champion. People
mm,
forget about it.
yeah,
He went to pro. He beat everybody. It was like he doesn't have no defeat. He went to war against Joshua. You saw his face after Joshua.
yeah.
You saw the fight against Fury, the fight against Dubois, and then you're gonna put Moises, a fresh ship, in front of him, and you think he's gonna beat Usyk?
That's they really want to push that. I see Turkey really wanting to really
Yeah,
to,
this is why Turkey sometimes is doing really something really good for boxing because he's putting a lot of money and then he forced people to fight each other. That's really good because since he came, everybody started fighting each other.
mhm,
Because before, look at Joshua and Wilder, like for 5 years, they were just ducking themselves, you know.
yeah,
But look, he put the money for Jared Anderson to fight Bakoli, and then he just destroyed Jared.
yeah.
So okay, he's gonna put like what 100 million for Moises to fight Usyk, and then what? What will happen when Usyk is gonna destroy him?
Do you think it adds to Usyk's resume, kind of like how Floyd fought Canelo, where Canelo was able to be something later on, or no? Do you think this actually destroys Moses and he can't ever
It's
recover as
not
a
even,
fighter?
yeah, it's not even, you cannot even compare because Canelo was someone, he was already like world champion,
Correct.
something like this,
He
you
had
know.
like he
But
had as many fights as Floyd did. I know maybe
yeah,
lower level, but as many,
and
yeah.
it and it's not heavyweight.
True.
Heavyweights is different. You know, when you got knocked out, look Bakoli. Bakoli was someone like nobody wanted to fight. And they offer him a few millions to come 24 hours before the fight against Parker.
I would too, though.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. You know, he's from Congo, doesn't have any money, but he was in a position that everybody was fearing him.
Yeah.
He came, he got knocked out. Nobody fears him anymore.
Not it killed the allure. He's
His spirit is gone,
yeah.
you know? So sometimes money is good, but you have to like build yourself. And Moises is going to be world champion. Like, I have no doubt about it.
Mhm.
But he have to build himself first.
Well, look, man, I really appreciate you sharing a lot of your insight and especially hoping that you can get that Cabriol fight because really at the end of the day, I mean, with the history between the two countries, I think that would be huge for broadcast
Yeah,
deals probably out there. I don't know really what it is. What's like the major broadcast out in Germany and in France, but I'm sure that would be huge for those networks that if you guys were able
yeah.
to get that fight
Oh
together
yeah, definitely.
and maybe a little bad blood because technically you would go to Germany, right? If the fight was
Yeah,
made.
I'll go there. I have no problem to go in there and beat him up in front of his public.
Well, look, I'm pretty sure people, when they find out who his actual opponent is and compare it to potentially you, they can really compare and contrast. I know that you mentioned there could be, quote, soft touches, but I think he built his fan base for not taking easy
Yeah,
fights, right? So,
that's the thing. Like Gabriel is someone that he always said yes, and he was beating people. This is why people likes him because he never ducked a fight.
mm.
He was fighting the right guys at the right moment, you know. And now I can understand that he's one step ahead from a world title, but this is not the time you need to be a you need to be a man, okay? You need to
Especially
be
when
a
they
man.
they slid that paper and you said you signed it, so it's
Bro,
Pride Ink, right? So we'll see
that's
who.
why I'm really that's why I'm pissed about him, you know. I'm sure there is nothing. It's not about Queensbury or Frank Warren because they want to do the fight. It's just
Mhm.
like Caballero side.
Well, let's see if his opponent matches at the level of where he's fighting or where you're at or lower, and then the public can kind of go, all right,
Yeah, they will decide.
unless his next move is a big move, then
Yeah,
I think you guys should
that
probably get it
also
on.
okay. I understand.
Absolutely. Well, look, man, I really appreciate the time. For anyone that's interested to follow you, I know you have a big social media following. I think like
Yeah.
hundred thousands and thousands of people. Where can they follow you on social media if they want to get a little bit more?
Oh, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tony Yoka. Just tap Tony Yoka. I got the blue thing and just follow me. You know, I know I will have some big names and some big fight this year. And I was hired before by my ex promoter, but now I know I'm gonna be in the mix and I know for sure I will shock some people.